Hello everybody, my name is Christina Jurek and I'm leading you to a lighthouse in Italy today to explain you a little bit about light and shadows and watercolor and a little bit about reflected light. That's bright, but that's okay, because I know watercolor always dries lighter. It looks so nice when it's wet and you think, oh great, just perfect. Then it dries and all the color is gone again. So always try to put more in. So when it looks right, when it's wet, it's wrong. More of the raw sienna now to color my foreground, nice sandy foreground. This is a synthetic brush I'm using. It's a 1-inch flat. Yeah, and flat does it look when you put raw sienna all the way, all the same color, no change. So I need something else. Put some raw sienna in, mix it a little bit with the other two blues that I already have, so I get some variation in this. I start with the yellow over here. My light comes from the right. I always have the light source in the back of my mind. And I put the yellow up here. It's nice and moist. So I clean my brush and I'll go into the blue. I start with the blue at the bottom. Oh, that's a little bit too blue. I put a bit more of the raw, burnt sienna in. And I come from the other direction. I don't want to make it too colorful. Shouldn't be too gray, shouldn't be too colorful. I try to get the shadow over the windows. Don't stop a shadow with the edge of the windows. And at the same time, I pull the shadow a little bit in the windows. Look at that glow. If it's too, sometimes it's even too strong. I have to tame it down a little bit here. So you see, I do one area after the other. If I would put all the yellow underneath here, they would dry before I can put the blue in, and then it looks like a yellow piece of wood stuck underneath the roof maybe. So do it one after the other so it stays moist. Do the same here, and before it dries, back with the blue. So all my buildings will have the same glow. I'll have to turn my paper here a little bit because I'm right-handed, and the most comfortable move to do is for me here. So if I leave it like this, and I did here, it doesn't feel right, and I'm not so much into control. So see how you need to put your painting board so you can do a good brave line. I'm suggesting these roof lines a little bit. Don't make them all the same distance, not the same length, not the same color. Variation is the word, the key word for this. So if you hesitate to do any more, you're normally finished. So it's better to put the whole piece away and don't look at it for a couple of days, so you get a little distance from your painting. And then you might see some weak areas or things that don't work. I normally do that with the paintings. I try not to judge them right away, because they always turn out a little different than I expected to. And after a couple of days I forgot what I initially wanted. So I have one seagull here with one part already. Oops, that wasn't one, that was just some dirt, I guess. I thought it was a little color spot. Okay, now it's there. One here, one there, a couple of seagulls there. They're all over by the sea. I always have to be careful not to make any funny faces with seagulls. This is almost a face here. So you have, let's get back here, I show it to you. You have one seagull and the next seagull and another seagull there, and you have a smiley. So don't do this. Yeah, ready. I'm done. Now I don't know what else to do, so I call it finished and I tuck it away and look at it after 2 days later and see if it works. Hope you enjoyed the little session and see you again. Have fun with watercolor. Bye bye.